I love Jesus and I love what he's doing in my life, and I'm just gonna keep telling everybody about him. So I hope you enjoyed this. Do you mind praying before we start?
Yeah, I'm going to say one quick word because I know the two girls here and Charlene can't wait. No, sorry, Charlene. Anyway, she kept coming. But I met a few guys here. I won't mention them, but one of them was working out with Julio, and he said, yeah, Julio would be high and almost pick a fight with me. And I had him at Phoenix College, and he called and said, hey, John, I'm really busy working and stuff. And then, of course, later he told me, no, I was just chasing one of them. Nico, nice to meet you. I met you on Zoom last week. He's from Wisconsin. Came all the way from Wisconsin to be here. Yeah. So, I'll make this prayer short, and then we'll get going. Lord, we just thank you for this time. Thank you for what you've done in Julio's life and each of the lives that are here represented here. We pray that we honor and glorify you for what we would say. We thank you that this company out of London decided to reach out to Julio back in February or March, and then now this is the culmination of it, and it'll be broadcast in 83 countries. So we just pray that you would use it to glorify your name, and that you would use Julio to reach people that are hurting and pain and suffering and think that life is meaningless. And so we know that it's purposeful, that you love us, and that because of Christ we have salvation. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen.
Cartel got me working for the big faces. Federale got my car full of brick cases. Hit the pen with a grin, there ain't no faking. I was picked to my back for my shoelaces. Got out, should've seen the look on their faces. All jealous cause your boy stacking hella paper. Set up by the crew, they done put a banger in the trunk of my car and left me to hang there. No thing, then attorney went and beat the case. Got a job digging holes for minimum wage. Had a dream that Kato said he proud of me. Stay here, don't leave, keep doing your thing. Quit the drugs, but you know I went back to selling. 6-time failing, I went back to prison. Got my head right, got my bread right. Push these weights like a kilo in a tailpipe. Trying to do right, I got a mission. Trying to give back to my boys in the prison. The old me's gone, I ain't never...
It's been a gangster city since a long time ago. As a kid, I always wanted to be a gangster. That decision will haunt me forever. I look at my Mexican prison story as how I came in as a drug lord, and I left a drug addict. But the story doesn't end there. The way they dress, the way they walk, the way that people respected them, that feeling of belonging, that feeling of being part of something. I wanted what they had. I wanted it all. These guys are always looking to recruit on the streets, so if they see a kid that's constantly hanging out, they befriend you, they make me feel. When I took the hit, my head just exploded. It was a feeling that I had never experienced before. My 20s went really fast. My 30s, gone. I didn't think I was ever gonna break the cycle. I just thought that was going to be the rest of my life. I was just going to be some gang guy in the prison. I've seen so many old guys in there that were never going to come home. It's when reality.
There could be a few
questions you might have for Julio. So I'm going to put him on the spot. Where is he going? He's running away. He learned this in Mexico.
I was gonna jump in the plane and take off, bring some kilos back.
Yeah. And so it could be, you might want to hear a little something from JC. So anybody like to ask him anything or say anything to JC? You got a question?
No?
Well, JC, how do you feel? This is the first time you've seen it, right?
Yeah. It was pretty. It was a lot more powerful than what I thought. They were able to put it on video, I guess the way my emotions were that day. I actually almost beat up the director like twice. And the camera people were like, they don't know, because they were trying to get a lot of answers out of me that there's certain questions I just can't answer just because of the people that I worked for. And those people are happy with me right now with the changes that I've made, so that I want to keep it that way. So there's just questions that I can't answer, and they kept trying to go around in different ways to ask me the question, and I started getting aggravated. And the old JC comes out and I get aggravated.
It does.
So, you know, some people here have known me for a long time. They experienced the old JC, and they got to see the new one. Tony was one of my clients. I think I tried to beat him up twice while he was my client. I was just full of rage. I was full of pain, and it was just the way that I survived my whole life, was inflicting pain before it was inflicted on me. Obviously, that didn't explain, or that didn't show my childhood. My childhood was really dark. Being raped and molested and drowned from the age of 4 to 9. By the time I was 10, my heart was stone. I wanted blood. I'm not even gonna play around. Like that's what I wanted, and that's why it led me to the streets to join a gang, because it actually fed that monster. So that's why I cry a lot. I cry a lot because I know what Jesus did for my heart and what He keeps doing every day. Every day that I told my wife the other day, it's crazy how I used to think I was so tough, but when He put me on my knees and I started crying like a baby, it changed everything. And now I pride myself in telling people about the truth, Jesus, and what God is doing in my life, and what He's going to continue to do. And I just raised my hand for Him to send me wherever He needs me to go, because I want to go to those really dark places that, let's be honest, some people can't go to. So that's the wrong, strong mission. And you know, this week a lot of good things happened. The nonprofit was set up, right, John? Bank account was open. Everything's been falling in place on His time. We try to make plans ourselves, but He just laughs up there and He's like, yeah, keep thinking you're gonna do that, you know. But he sat me down a couple of times. I just had surgery for my hernia, and it was a rest that I needed. I needed it really, really bad, because I don't like to work sometimes. He tells me to build, I build, but then He's like, sit down, stop building. And I needed to rest, so I love Jesus. I love what God is doing, and I'm gonna keep fighting and telling people about it, and that's my mission.
I was gonna ask you, I know that like this show doesn't get too religious and things like that, but I was gonna ask, like, did your conversion happen in prison or when you got out? Like, how did God draw your heart in the midst of all that?
I wasn't saved until November 8th of last year.
Oh.
A lot of my friends make fun of me because they're like, dude, you have it backwards. You were supposed to find God in prison, not outside. And I'm like, nah, he waited for me to get out. You know, my life was, I guess you could say, pretty decent. I was making money on YouTube. I was a successful trainer. I was trying to be like a motivational speaker, so that way I would still make money about all these little curves that we like to take. But I was still feeling empty in my heart. I was still full of rage, distrust. paranoia. I couldn't sleep, and I would sleep maybe 2 hours, and then I would be up, and it would take a toll on me, and my mood would change, and just a lot of people don't realize how far gone I was until my wife shares her testimony. When she shares her testimony, that's when people are gonna be like, wow, because I always tell people, like, life is like a theater. You have one curtain that you show everybody, then the second curtain just your friends, and the last curtain where all the sand and everything, all the bad stuff that goes wrong, that one, your wife or your significant other is the only one that sees it. So, yeah. But when I came home in 2017, I wanted to change, but I didn't know how. So I Googled. I was like, how do you change? And it said college courses. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna sign up for college. And even that was like, got ordained everything. I got there and the lady was like, you should take this class. And I looked at the name and it said criminal justice. And I was like, wait, who takes these classes? And she's like, well, you know, people in law enforcement or social workers. I was like, I don't think I want to sit next to cops. I just like literally just got out of prison like last week. And she's like, no, you'll like this class. So I was like, okay, all right, sign me up, I'll do it. I got there early so I could scare John. Because I was there to learn, but I have this phobia that I've had it since I was a kid, that when they pick me to read, I don't know how to read that good. So I would pretend to be the class clown, get in trouble, get sent to the office. It's a phobia that I have. So I wanted to scare him. I wanted to tell him, hey, I'm here to learn. I'm going to sit in front, but don't pick me. And I said it just like that. He didn't scare it too easy. I didn't know he had been a cop for 30 years. Our friendship started to grow, and he was always trying to sneak, you know, real prayers. And he gave me a devotion book when I finished school, and he just, after that, he kept checking up on me. I was still living Berlin's been my barber since the day I got out, and it was a new girl every week. It was a new problem every other week. It was, I'm homeless, I'm moving out, I'm this, I'm that. I was still living a really chaotic life, like just straight chaos every day. That's why I love like my salvation so much now, because I have peace, I have this joy, I can't stop smiling. My whole way here I was crying because I can't believe that he's using me. I'm like, are you sure it's me? Like, it's not somebody else that's more educated, more this, and no, I feel it in my heart that this is my calling, and I'm ready. That's it.
You were there with a lot of law enforcement officers that day.
Yes, a lot. I was really nervous. Even in the picture, they didn't show it, but the picture, they were all surrounding me, and I feel like I was getting smaller and smaller every time. But they were really good people. I have a lot of cop friends now. I actually did a video for it, specifically for cops. John's been sharing it. I have a lot of respect for police officers now, and my whole life has changed. My whole life has changed and everything.
I want to say something. I'm sorry for all the pain you went through. Thank you for sharing your story. And do you feel that because of what you suffered, that's why you have so much joy? Like, do you think that if you didn't go through all of that, you wouldn't have as much passion, you wouldn't have as much joy as you do in this moment?
I'm really grateful for what he fixed. I'm really grateful, so that's why I cry a lot. And before my walk, I used to see everything that I went through, I used to see it as like a curse. Now I see it as a blessing. Because I feel like he trusted me with so much pain because he knew that I was going to glorify him to the end. And I was going to just like, I'm ready to just go anywhere for him. And I put him first in everything that I do now. I mean, I start my day off with him, I end my day with him, and I've always been kind of disciplined, so it helped me on this whole journey. John has been a great mentor, teacher, and I have great people that have been in my life. Mom, everybody that's been here has been in my life. You for a period of time, and they've been good friends. My probation officer's here. I mean, he was one of the first people that believed in me, and I believe that God had to send like a special Navy SEAL team to get me, because I was like too far gone. So it's really, I feel so much joy just to see my life that keeps changing, and Wrong Strong Chicago is growing. We have about 20 guys now in Chicago that we're discipling, and man, I want to go everywhere. I want to tell the world about it. I just love Jesus. It's pretty simple.
So you've got talking all about.
It's pretty straight to the point. The ministry, the fitness, the donations for the ministry, the speaking engagements. It sums everything up what Ron Strong is trying to do, and I'm just letting God lead the way, and I'm just following suit. I'm just glad that I'm a soldier and I'm able to do that. What's up, Tito?
How you doing? I'm Tito. Just real quick, me and JC go way back. I mean, me and him used to do crazy stuff together back in the days, and I just want to say I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the positive path that you're taking, and I hope you're proud of yourself as well. So I'm just glad you're doing good now. So proud of you, brother.
There you go.
Well,
You gotta say something, man. You sat in the cell for years.
yeah, I mean, it's like, I can't believe it. That's all I can say. It's like, come a long way. Come a long way, man.
He's different from the old him.
Oh, I mean, he's Julio, but from like the way we used to live, the things we, the way you buy, our mentality, all that, it's out the window. It's gone. I got chills right now. Just seeing you seeing it, It's a blessing.
Yep.
Just keep it up, bro. Keep it up.
Thank you. I sit back and I remember now is that I didn't think it was that bad. That's how much trauma I already had in my life. It got bad, but I would always get by. I call it self-suicide my whole life. I was trying to commit suicide. I just wanted somebody else to kill me because I couldn't do it myself. So that's how I lived my life. But they did a really good job. I'm ready. I'm ready to hit the streets. I'm ready to go back to Chicago. I have a pastor friend in South Africa that wants me to go see him. I'm just ready to hit the streets and tell people about Jesus.
Yeah, it's a powerful testimony, and you have access to people that a regular pastor can't talk to, so it's a powerful testimony. God bless you with that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mom.
I'm the one he refers to as Mom, and I can't let you all go tonight without saying something about what that means to me. I've known JC now for almost 9 years, and I think I walked in when my husband was telling the story that I said, there's no way this guy's going to train me. I'm not your typical fitness trainee. And now 8 years later, I remember saying to Julio, shortly after he started training me, and I realized not only how incredibly smart he is, but a man with a heart that few people have. And the fact that he just had a lot of bad teachers in his life, and he was always too good of a student. And now he's found the best teacher possible, and that person is his savior. And I love him. I love the path he's on, and I'm proud to be Mom.
Thanks, Mom. So that's it, right? All right. I'm gonna go eat McDonald's. I was really stressed out today because we were having issues with the show not coming on until 10 o'clock. And then today I was actually fasting. I got stressed out. I told Larry I started eating ice cream. I started calling everybody. I ate a whole pint. So now, since I ate that, I'm gonna go eat some McDonald's after this. Yeah.
Cheat day.
Good. You want to close it out real quick?
The main prayer request is that this will be all over the place, and then Netflix already bought it. It'll be out in a year on Netflix. But pray that if it's the Lord will, that his subscribers will increase and viewers will increase, and they'll hear the gospel. That's what we're hoping. And all you guys, thanks for being here. And Nico, thanks for coming in. I just met him last week. And your buddy.
Friend Mike.
So, Mike.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to be here.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Thanks for being here, man. Hey, when I say me and Nico sat in Joseph's talking together, I mean it. Like, he probably heard all this story before even there.
You sat there and you tell me, and you know, a lot of guys probably like, man, this guy's full of it, you know. I remember one time we were on the tier and there was a concert going on. And he was like, yeah, this guy, you know, he's telling me, I'm not saying, you know, but I got the chills then, and I'm like, the average person would have been like, yeah, this guy.
Yeah, he talks about you all the time. Yeah, I know you are. Yeah. We'll get together for lunch. God bless you. Yeah, let's go. Enjoy it. Thank you.
I gotta show you what man in Vegas is. I showed him a picture you took, and he took a picture of the picture. He said, I gotta show my wife.
My stunt though.
I thought that was you.
Take care. There you go. Okay, yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, like just know that in November I'm leaving to Texas for a month. How proud I am.
Thank you very much.
I'm like the coolest person I've ever met. Just have a little bit of faith in everything we can do. So it takes like prayer, it takes study. So it's just little steps that you take. That's why you have to have someone disciple you so you actually know what you're feeling, what you're going to be going through, what you're going to feel. And it's better than I let us. At 3 in the morning. It was so good, the bolillos when they were warm. My addition was the bolillo, and then I would take the
I'm John Libby. This is my wife Charlotte. We're looking for So we understand that Larry, so that you got started in 2007 on the gas station. So that's where I saw the gas station. Okay, probably. Hard hat.
Oh, so it's where she lives right in the heart of all that. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I love your rock and strong. You too, bro. What's up, bro? Whenever. It's godly to work out in this.
That's the first disciple you have in your body. Right?
Yeah, but that's awesome. Oh, yeah. I got to do it. Yeah. And then now ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, I took a bunch. Make sure you get all over here.
I know his.
My wife's gonna take quick.
I know him since he was 16.
Awesome. Some people are happy for you, but some people are, you know.
There's always gonna be bad people on this for sure. So you just have to use your street smarts.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm Cosmo. So Ernie told me, I believe you're John, the police officer that brought him to you were a chaplain, right?
It's all new to me.
Oh, I was a teacher. Yeah, so awesome.
Oh, he's good, but I'm not.
No, he's Latino.
He's got the card. You don't got the card.
It's same color, you know?
Yeah, I saw some of his old ones, and he said his viewers went down like
But that's
crazy.
why you
Turn to God.
That's my passport.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what I am?
Yes, passport.
Sometimes that he was willing to do it. Yeah, that's a good sign. Yeah, humble yourself.
So we're gonna go to. We got a call.
He said because they were going to test you were coming back.
Yeah, you know, National Geographic, they don't want to get all religious and things like that. Yeah, so
That's right. Look at all of this stuff that you get. You'll get a
spiritual warfare.
Today with they don't want anything to do with Christ.
Yeah. Exactly.
We have to bring them illegally with us. So they said, yeah, make sure we get arrested.
That's awesome, yeah.
Human trafficking.
That's it. Life to kind of start, turning towards the Lord.
Actually, at first you said before we got involved, you said, well, I'll get my cell phone, but I don't know how you're going to
That's it. I'll send you later, right?
That was before I met you, too. Now I'm really not.
Yeah, look at the pictures, the video, that's fine.
You know, it's such a small part. I want you to pray.
Yeah, the Bible says, no one can come to the Father unless the Father draws his heart. And that was the time that God drew his heart at the right time. We can't do it, God has to do it, you know. And
Yeah, I was there. I've done time there.
that's what amazes me.
All this happened in Mexico. But I've been to California.
When were you there?
Yeah.
Early 90s.
I just have to be obedient.
Absolutely.
And sometimes we don't want to tell the truth.
I was just saying I should have done a jury there. I wasn't at it.
I thought he looked familiar, right?
Even the next time I got
People are like,
told,
well, why do you think this? Well, our authority comes from God's
tried for
word.
murder. It wasn't you
We don't-
either. It
we
was a
didn't make
Hispanic
stuff
guy.
up.
There's a lot of murders in Chicago.
With anything, things like that. We're welcoming, like in our church.
I think it's
We're
like
welcoming,
that.
God's welcoming. but yours is.
It's hard. I wouldn't be able to do it.
This blesses your
I don't
life.
think no man
Well,
should
God
judge
says
another
it.
man.
It's not me. I'm sorry. It's God's word, and that's my authority in my life.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
There
that's
was
awesome.
somebody on the jury
It's
that said,
nice to
"Oh, I
meet you.
can't-
And you were Phoenix
that. I
PD for
can't
30
say
years.
somebody's guilty,
Oh.
and that you
Oh, so
probably have to
lieutenant.
for the jury."
Oh,
Probably,
wow.
but I didn't know if that's for teaching.
Oh, wow.
For the last 6
But I
Have a good one, brother. Go to the end of the week.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice to.
My cousin Tyler.
I'll see you soon. You better stop running from my workout. That's what you better stop
Last
doing.
year in October, he got shot, and now he's in the. Yeah, he's
You see the guy that was shot, the guy that
I'll see you on Saturday.
Okay, I guess it's time to stop. I guess I can't have my device.
And he paid in advance.
And it's on.
And we saw him at church.
Bye.
He goes to a big Romanian church, and we were there. Bye, nice to see you. Nice to see you. The big one on Happy Valley, 23rd Avenue. We were there for something with the family, and when he saw Christina, who was in the wheelchair, he like lit up. You know, he was like, he goes, hey, you know, so he's conscious, he remembers everything, you know, but for now, he still has a hole.
You got all the messages already?
So, yeah,
I already started. My Instagram's been going crazy. Oh, look at the donations. Oh,
because
the show?
so it airs.
I'm gonna go say bye to these people.
They did, yeah. They did for
Yeah, he said like he took 2 weeks to digest your food.
Yeah, and they get closed. It didn't make it through COVID.
Hey, we're tired.
What? That plane?
Yeah. I used to do stuff down there at
Like
Mark
what kind of plane
Plaza.
is it?
Yeah, I used to have Mark Plaza. Do they still do?
KB got a hit.
It's Sean Frazier. Came in the game without a dime to my name. Got some pounds in the change, got some pounds in the change. Used to hang with killers who would let it bang, who would let it bang, who would let it bang. Changing up the script, had to change the way that I live, had to change the way that I build. No more powder in them seals, no more stacking up them kills. Gotta take care of my kids, wasn't easy paying those bills. I could feel the weight on my chest, I gave it all my best. Only pounds I move when I bench, only pounds I move when I lift. I got back up and I flex, I got tired of hitting that deck. Feeling bullets with my head, savage tattoo on my face. Gotta thank God for his grace, make time for my bait. Gotta take time when I pray, legal money all in my bank. I ain't got time to be fake, took the gang all across state. Try to help out when I can. Boss mode, I got plans. Sauce on, I got fans. Came in the game without a dime to my name. Got some pounds in the change. Got some pounds in the change. Used to hang with killers who would let it bang. Who would let it bang. Who would let it bang. Every time they see me, they ask me what I'm on. Every time they see me, they ask me what I'm on. Every time they see me, they ask me what I'm on. Boy, you know what's on. I tell them wrong is strong. Been in prison, back in prison, just to tell them how I'm living. You ain't gotta sell dope to get a pocket full of binges. You ain't gotta kill folks, I've been working on forgiveness. Used to kick down the door just to show them how I'm feeling. Now I'm dealing with the pain, I ain't gotta run away. Ain't no guppies on the team, only sharks in the tank. Always gotta give thanks, I've been moving up in them ranks. See the mood change in my face, gonna push weight till I faint. Got a couple racks in the safe, cause every day ain't pretty. Had to grind every day, cause I hated how I was living. Hated how I was feeling, made it now I'm chilling. Heading to the top, there ain't no way that I'm quitting. Came in the game without a dime to my name. Got some pounds in the change, got some pounds in the change. Used to hang with killers who would let it bang. Who would let it bang, who would let it bang. Every time they see me, they ask me what I'm on. Every time they see me, they ask me what I'm on. Every time they see me, they ask me what I'm on. Boy, you know what's on. I tell them wrong is strong. Sean Frazier, wrong is strong. 2021 takeover. We here in love and memory of DMX, Earl Simmons, R.I.P. Kato. Love y'all.